been sitting here talking to myself for the last 5 minutes or so. I thought I hit record and I didn't. So that's fun. So we're going to start over. So, hi. My name is Heather. I am a ColorStreet stylist, but more so, I am a nail addict. I use all different kinds of strips. And tonight we just happen to be using the ColorStreet ones, but tomorrow we're probably actually going to be using a different set. So anyways, I do my nails a couple times a week usually, and I film it for you. I am work much closer to Valentine's Day than I wanted to be as far as my sets go. I have way too many left that I still want to do. So I'm going to be doing my nails every day from here until Valentine's. Well, the day before. So I'm going to do them from now until Monday. I'm going to do every single day. Today is Wednesday. I think it's the 8th. I don't know. It's late. I worked all day. I'm not sure. It's, sometime of the week before Valentine's. So because I'm going to do them every day, I pulled out my Aisle 21 peel off base, and then I have my Orly bonder over it. If you've never used Peely Base before, I do have a video back a ways on how to use it, but my lovely friend Stacy has an excellent video on how to apply your peel-off base with a top coat so that you can make it last more than like a day. I don't care. I want it to only be on there for a day, but I still did the same process, but she does a really good job with it. So most of you that are subscribed here are also subscribed on her channel. So I'm sure you know who she is, but if you don't, go check out Stacy's Sassy Styles page, and you can find all sorts of fun stuff on there. So tonight we are going to do a mixed mani that I made. I've been doing a lot of mixed manis from Danielle and Alex, so tonight is going to be one of my own. A while back, I did a mani that had the a retired strip in it called Love Scene. I had to write it down because I couldn't remember it. Had to look it up. Anyways, in the comments, we were discussing what would be what sets you could use to maybe make something that looked like Love Scene, a good dupe for it. So tonight I'm going to be doing that I have 2 sets that I think will make it look very much like Love Scene. So we have Social Butterfly. This was a set that just came out recently. There was a 2-set mini collection. And then we have Road to Recovery. That is a foundation set. So we're going to put those 2 together to try and make a strip that looks like Love Scene. And then I have a couple of strips from the subscription box. These are called Make Me Blush. And then I have an overlay from this year's Valentine's collection called Eat Your Heart Out. So we're going to do these on a couple of fingers, and then we'll do those on a couple fingers. All right, now we're caught up to where I was when I realized that I was not actually recording any of this. Okay, so let's get these out, figure out what's going where. I really kind of wanted to use all these ones, but the small pinkies don't really work well for me usually, but we're going to do it anyways. I can use the larger end of the small pinky and it will work probably okay. Okay, so then I don't need this one. I will need one of these for this finger. Let's pick these up. Everything is sticking really, all of the strips in the packages are sticking to my pad. But then the pad's sliding all over the place. So I'm having to use my tweezers more than I normally would because I can't pick anything up without them. It's a little ridiculous. All right, so I need one of these for this strip here. And then that's all we're going to use out of that. So we can put the rest of this away. All right. So ColorStreet does not guarantee that if you reseal your strips, they're going to be any good. I have had fairly good luck with resealing and they still work. I have had some that I've resealed and they didn't though too. So you never know what you're going to get. As long as you're sealing them well, you can usually, they're not a problem, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So, but I am going to seal these babies back up. I can see this one I'll be using probably for more than just Valentine's, because I think it's just a hard overlay. I can put it over a lot of different things. It doesn't have to be for Valentine's. So this is why I like buying the mixed manis, because then I don't have to open an entire set just to use a couple of strips. So all right, so we're gonna put down first, Make Me Blush. I'm using a strip that's a bit too big for my pinky, but I wanted to do this on the pinkies, the ring finger, and the pointer. And then we're gonna do the middle finger and the thumb in the Love Scene dupe. So we'll see how that goes, but all right, so I'm going to have a lot of cleanup to do with the pinky just because this is a strip that's much bigger than what I would normally use for my pinky. But it is what it is. So, all right. And then I'm going to pull this side down here. There we go. I just did a video where I was kind of talking about doing solids, and that sometimes dark solids are really hard to get a good clean look on. And one of the ladies said she has a hard time with light solids. So I said, well, I am actually doing a video tonight that will talk about that. And light solids, kind of the same as the dark solids. If they're like super light or super dark, sometimes you have an issue where like around the cuticle, you know, it doesn't look clean, and I hate that. I need a good edge on my strips. So you know, you can do a lot of different things. As you saw me do on this side, I kind of stretched it and it made it conform to my nail. That's the same thing that I did with the dark strips. So you want to stretch it to get the any wrinkles out that might be in it, because it's pretty easy to get a crease in a solid. So stretching it is going to help. Oop, this one's sticking to me. Go over there, girl. And then you can use like this. Oh, see, and I messed this one up already. Dang it. I knew the pinkies were not going to be great just because they're so much bigger, but you can use, you know, your orange wood stick around the edges to try and make a nice clean line, because I can't stand when it looks like a hot mess around the edge. I want it to be nice, smooth, clean lines around it. I messed that side up a little bit, but we're going to be putting an overlay, so you probably won't notice it anyways. So you just gotta, same as with the dark strips, take your time, go carefully around your edges to kind of get off that excess bits without making like a hole in the side. You know what do you know what I mean? You make like this little like dent in the side and then they just don't look as good. So there we go. This side I did much better. And you can use this to cut off the excess at your tip too, because I have the peel off base on. I do not want to use my nails right now as my tools. So obviously our thumbs, it's the easiest way to do strips. They make the best tools, but with the peel off base, if I use my thumbs, I'm going to end up messing up the base coat. So I cannot use my thumbs. So I'm going to use probably my orange wood stick and tweezers and stuff a lot for this. So, but I got a much better line on the other side of the nail. So I'll show you that in a second as I get this stuff off here. Where are my, there we go, need my nippers. Just gonna nip that little piece off the top. Okay, so see this side, oh, hold on, I got a hangnail there too now. Let's get that out of the way because it looks horrifying. There we go, much better. All right, so if you look at this side, I've got the nice clean line down the side. This side, I messed up a tiny bit. I don't know if you can see that, but I've got like that little bit of the edge that went in, and that's what drives me nuts. I don't like to see that. And it is hard with light and dark sets to, any imperfection is gonna show. So just take your time, do it slowly and carefully, and you'll be able to get that nice clean line usually. Solids, you always want to stretch. That helps to get a cleaner application, less lines, less folds in it and things like that. So stretching it helps a lot. Make sure you've got the edges clean before you start applying it. So like these little bits that stick from the tab, make sure you've cut those off before you try and put it on your finger, because that's not going to help your situation. So and then just like with the black ones, you want to get it as close as you can to the cuticle line without going on it, because if you go over that cuticle line, then you've got all sorts of cleanup to do at the cuticle line too, right? And we don't want it too far from the cuticle because then it just looks weird, right? So it's kind of a very fine line of how far down you put it. So I always start there at the base. I smush with my smusher or my finger up the middle. And then on my sides, I pull. So you want to pull. You see how it just like stretches and fits really nicely around that nail and pulls out any wrinkles that you might get. And then these strips are a little big. I'll be able to show you better on my next finger, but same thing. I'm going to kind of pull and just stretch it around the finger. And then I'm going to use my pusher to make sure I get it right down into the side really good there. Okay. And then I will take off the rest either with nippers or my cuticle stick. So the cuticle stick can be a really good tool for getting off excess strip, especially when you can't use your thumbnails. So I'm going to go like that and get all the excess off the tip. There we go. And then I'm going to try cutting it with this again. Let's see if I can get both sides a nice clean line this time. Okay, that side I didn't do too bad. So you're kind of using the orange wood stick, or the cuticle stick, whatever you call it. When I was in school, we called them orange wood sticks. I went to cosmetology school when I was in high school, so they were called orange wood sticks. That's what we called them. But you're using that to cut the strip and kind of pull it away at the same time. So I'm like using it to push the strip down into the edge there and cut it while I'm doing that. And then I'm using it to pull it away as I'm doing it. Mess that spot up there a little bit. Okay. See, there's not much on the edge of this side, so it might even be better to do with my cuticle nippers because there's so little there. Sorry, I realized you're probably only seeing thumb there for a minute. All right. There we go. So, I mean, it didn't come out too bad. I got a little bit on the edge there that I don't like, but this color is super pretty. I really like it a lot. All right, I'm going to put the overlay down next because I want to see how it looks with this color. So let's do the overlay. So the little pinkies I cannot use. Get in there. Hate that the strips the staticky part of the plastic. This end doesn't work for me. It's too small. But I can usually take the other end of it. So I'm going to take it. I like to use my strip. If you're new here, I like to use my the paper backing as an anchor. But some people don't do it that way. They do it different ways, but I like to do that. So then I'm using it like as a tool to help me put the strip on. But you always want to make sure you take it off and stick it right to the same side you just pulled it off of, because if you stick it to the other side, it ain't coming off. This side is not, it'll stick to it. It's not, it doesn't have the like coating on it. So I gotta stretch this a little bit too. It's not gonna fit unless I stretch it. So you can stretch your strips out. A lot of people don't like to touch the overlays because it does leave a fingerprint behind, you can see. But I find I usually, once I put them on, I don't see the fingerprint anymore. So, you know, it's up to you. If you see them and it makes you don't like it, then make sure you always have an overlay that's big enough so that you don't need to stretch it. But most of the strips, you can stretch them a little bit by putting your fingers on either side and kind of wiggling it to stretch it out a bit. There we go. Oh, that looks cute. It's very cute. The pink is a little like, it's a little girly for me, but I like it. It's a little, because of the like paleness of it. I don't know, but I like it still. That's a good overlay though. I really like that. It's cute with that little design on it. It gives it that little pop I think that it needs for sure. All right. I can't wait to put this one on and see how good of a dupe it is for Love Scene. I'll pull up a picture on my tablet and we'll take a look and see if it's a good substitute. Ah, I almost lost you, little strip. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna be friends. Okay. You guys have to tell me how you like the lighting on this video and the last one, because I've got my lights moved around in different spots and I'm seeing lots of shadows. But when I look at my phone screen, I'm not seeing the shadows necessarily. So you guys are gonna have to tell me if you are seeing them, if it's not as good as the way it was, and I need to go back to that setup. Because it's hard for me to tell. I'm seeing a lot of darkness, but it doesn't look dark there. And I know I said the same thing in the last video too, but so this one and the last one were done with a different setup because I cleaned my desk and I kind of moved things around a little bit when I was doing that. And now I'm not sure how I feel about my lighting concept I have going on at the moment. Also have to tell me whether or not like where the camera is good too, or if I need to go back to the other setup. I try and keep the camera as close as I possibly can to my hands without cutting off, you know, you guys being able to see what I'm doing. Because I feel like I like to be able to see like close up what the person's doing. So I try and keep my camera pretty close so that you guys can really see well what I'm doing. I hope that anyways. But maybe it's not. So I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. All right. Let's see. There was my everything. It's sticking. It's hard to get it up off the mat. I don't even have the heat on it right now. All right. So on this one, I'll be able to show you better because this strip is a pretty good fit for my ring finger. So I'll be able to show you better what I was talking about with the pinky. Okay. So we're gonna place it close to, but not over the cuticle. Smooth it up to the top from the middle. And then I'm gonna pull on this side a little bit, smooth it out. And then on this side, we're gonna push a little bit and then we're gonna pull. You see that? How it just pulled out those two little wrinkles that were starting to form there? And it just kind of helps it to really fit to your nail better. So you just do a little bit at the tip too. You might need to keep from getting any wrinkles up there. Then take off your excess. Okay, and then on this side, I'm gonna cut off the little nubbin that usually stays there from the tab coming off. Okay, and then there we go. So I love how when you pull on it like that, it just like, it smooths things out and almost like seals it to your nail, you know? Okay, so do the same thing on this side. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just gonna get the excess on the tip. You know, it's funny, I think the overlay made the pink lighter. Do you see? Like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but doesn't it look a little bit lighter pink to you with the overlay versus without? I don't know. I'm weird about this kind of pink. Like sometimes I absolutely love it. I'm like, it looks like a ballerina slipper pink to me. It's super pretty and feminine, and it is, but sometimes I feel like I'm on a little bit of a girly overload right now because I've been doing so many Valentine's manis. They're all kind of like, you know, it's a sweet girly thing, right? I did a couple that were like kind of anti-Valentine's, but not very many. So I'm like, I'm on sweetness overload at the moment. I'm ready to do something different, I think. But you know, it is I'm just done with the pink in general, I think, for a little bit. So we'll probably be doing anything but pink once Valentine's is over. Who knows? I might even start right in on the St. Patty's manis as soon as we're done with Valentine's, just to, I mean, like, I love me a good St. Patty's mani, so I could probably do them for weeks, and I would absolutely love it. So, I don't know, we may do that, and then that's gonna, I mean, definitely we won't have any pinks or anything. Sorry, my tablet is going off because it's weird. The Facebook Messenger, like, I use it a lot. And every once in a while, it's like my tablet gets the good signal or something, and it will go off for all of the messages that I have gotten, you know, over the last few hours. So it'll be like bing, 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 bing. So I'm not actually getting that many messages. It's just showing me all of a sudden all the... I should just take Messenger off the tablet because I don't use it on there really. But for the few times that I do, then I would be like, oh, I should have left it on there, you know? Sorry, I'm doing it off camera because I'm cutting a little cuticle. I don't want to trigger anybody. I know some people don't like that. Okay, I got a little wrinkle at the tip too, which I'm not happy about, but the overlay will go on and you won't see it. So, all right. Can't wait to get to this. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to see how it looks. I'm excited. All right. Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna do another one of the Lovely Hello nail sets, because I got one that's like very Valentine-y. So I think I'm gonna do that one tomorrow. It's like red and pink and hearts, you know. Again, the red and the pink, but it is what it is, right? I love a good red though, so I'm like, I like a good pink too, but red's my jam. I really like reds, so I'm not getting sick of the red yet, really. It's more all the pink. And really the only ones I've done so far from this season's Valentine's stuff has been the stuff that was in the subscription box and this overlay. I think I haven't done anything else that was this season. I really liked the leopard print one that they had. That it's not really a leopard print, but it's like hearts, the pink in the hearts, but I'm just not gonna get to it. So we'll probably see that one for next Valentine's. But I'm surprised that this year I did not do as many of the current sets as I normally would. And they did some pretty good stuff this year. I love this. I loved the red heart overlay that was in the sub box. I really wish they would have given us a full set of that, because I would have used the heck out of that one. I loved it, especially the little single heart strip. Like, I thought I would have liked the one that had all the hearts over it more. I loved the simple, basic single heart at the base of the nail. Ugh, so good. So good. So I would have used more if they had given us more of that. I would have been a happy little girl, but alas, they only gave us 4. All right, as I'm doing this, this is growing on me because at first I was kind of not liking the pink and the overlay together. I don't know. But the more I'm doing, the more I'm liking it. So, and it doesn't really matter. I'm going to have it on for a day. So, my hope is that my last one I can leave on for a few days. But the next couple are going to be off by the next day. All right. These ones too, I did not like in the accent packs that they've done with the 4 strips. This one that would be like my pinky sized one, they've done it's more oval shaped than the regular strips that are in the packs normally. I don't know why. Ah, stinky plastic sticking to me. Dang it. But like my nail bed is not shaped like that, so it's kind of hard for me because I don't have a super like oval shaped nail, so I have to like, I need to stretch it out a bit so that it fits at the base, you know, which is weird. All right. I think I've said that before in many videos because they did the same thing with Christmas sets with the 4 strip pack, and they all had that, like the 2 nails, that one side was much more oval shaped than the normal sets were. So okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Yay. And the pink, the really more I look at it, I do really like it. It's a cute pink. All right. Almost forgot what finger I was putting it on. It's like, wait a minute. What are you doing? Okay. I went over the cuticle a little with this one, see? Meh. All right, let's see if we can remedy this situation, hopefully, here. No, you know what? I don't think I want to use the orange wood stick for that. I'm going to use my nippers. Okay, there we go. I got it pretty good around the edge there. Let's... Okay, there we go. Let's get the stuff off the tip. Sorry, I'm concentrating, so I'm getting quiet. Trying not to screw this one up any more than I already did. There we go. Okay. I love this song. I don't know if you can tell what it is because it's all instrumental, but it's Take Me to Church by Hosier. Love it. It's a good one. Ugh. I always have a hard time with my pointer fingers for some reason with the cleanup. I don't know if it's the angle I'm at or what, but I always have a hard time with those ones. Okay. If you have the ColorStreet lotion, it's, my little strips are sticking to it pretty good instead of sticking to me. No, 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 no. Damn it. I was so close to the end. Are you kidding me? And I dropped it on my thumb and... All right, so we're gonna move on. I'll put some more peel off on this. I will put the overlay on my pointer when I'm done. I'll get another one out and put it down on that. I can't believe I just did that. All right, so we gotta do this. So you'll get to see how I put on the peel off base. So you wanna get a thin layer down on your nail, but not all the way to the cuticle or the tip. So you want it like all the whole middle of your nail, almost to the edge all the way around, but not quite. So you put it all the way like very close to your cuticle, but not on it. And then I usually will do like this across the top a little bit, but again, not all the way to the tip. Because if you do that, it's gonna peel off real easy. And then you're gonna let it set for a minute and dry. You want it to be, see how it's still really shiny right now? You want it to get more dull, and then you know it's dry, and then you put the next layer on. So we're waiting for that to do that. I'm gonna take out my strips that I need out of each of these. That was very brave or very foolish. Okay, there we go. This color, this set is so pretty. If you haven't used it yet, or if you didn't buy it, like, you should buy it. Look at this. Do you see all the sparkle in this baby? It is so good. This one's Social Butterfly. So, all right, we're gonna do 2 thumbs, and then I need a middle finger. Okay. I don't know what that noise just was. There was a very weird noise. Might be my kid playing his video game and yelling at it again. He likes to do that. Okay. Where are my scissors? There. Okay, let's get these ones put away. It's starting to dry. Can you see, like, the edges are getting, they're still shiny, but they're a little duller. And the middle is still pretty shiny, so it's starting to dry. It's almost there where we want it. Not quite yet. Okay, that's weird. That didn't even seal. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. There we go. Okay, that's better. All right, I'll take this out and see where are we. Nope, not quite. See, like right in the middle there, it's still really shiny. But on my edges, do you see it's kind of like that nice dull shine to it? So that's how I know it's drying. Okay, and then we're gonna do these guys. And one of these. Okay. Might put these in a foil packet after because it doesn't seem to be sealing well on the plastic ones, which is weird. I hope I didn't break my sealer. I was doing a lot of sealing the last few days, getting the packages ready for the partial sale. Wonder if my sealer's just given up on me. It says, forget you, lady. Yeah, it's not sealing. That is so weird. No, don't you give up on me. I might have to bust out a flat iron after I'm done here and seal these guys up. All right. So, oh, let's see. Is this dry enough yet? Yes. So do you see? I don't know if you can see the difference in how shiny it is now. It's all like a very dull, like it's still shiny, but it's like a dull shine. Like it went from being like high gloss to matte, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to take my Bonder coat here, and I'm going to cover the whole nail now with this. So this is going to go over everything. Okay, so edge to edge, tip to cuticle, you cover with whatever you use, whether you're using the Bonder coat or if you're using a top coat, whatever you use, you'll cover the whole nail after. Okay. All right, let's get this beauty on. Ooh, I ripped, what is going on? Is this gonna be another cursed, ow. I just stabbed myself with my super pointy tweezers. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't start bleeding. But yeah, look, I ripped the edge off of that one. I'm gonna have another cursed mani. Look at the color on the back of that strip. It's really pretty. Like a pretty salmon color. All right. Your glitters are so much more forgiving when it comes to mistakes. So putting those down are a lot easier. I stabbed myself pretty good with those tweezers, but it's not bleeding. That's good, at least, right? Oh, that is so friggin' pretty. I love it. Okay, let's see if we can still use this even though that bit got ripped off. Hopefully it will still look okay. I can patch it though. We can do this right here. Let's do this. So this is the piece that ripped off. We can kind of put it right in where it's missing from. And then I'm gonna use my smoosher and push it down. There we go. So, like I said, solids, glitters, much more forgiving. You can patch and play with it and it's still gonna look good. If I did that with a solid, God, it would be a mess. The solids are not as forgiving at all. I love this color. This is really good. Y'all know how I feel about my glitters, so like, wow. This is a really good pink glitter. I really like it. You guys will have to tell me if you've used it. Did you like it too? I don't see anybody not liking this unless you really truly don't like glitter. I know there's some of you out there that don't like glitter. I don't understand it. How you cannot like something so friggin' fabulous, but you know, to each their own. I think all life needs a little glitter. Everything needs a little glitter. God, that's pretty. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's put the thumbs on and then we'll do the overlay and see. Dun, da, da, da. How does it look? All right, let's see. I think I might do the strip sideways to cover my nail a little better. I don't know. No, we can do it this way. It's fine. All right. I usually use 2 for my thumbs just because unless they are super short, like I broke my thumb kind of short, I usually cannot get both thumbs with one strip anymore. I feel like I used to be able to, and I don't know. I don't know what's different, but I can't anymore. Because my nails are really not that long, so I feel like I should be able to get... What the... I feel like I should be able to get both fingers out of one strip, but, you know, it's fine. God, this is good. Okay. Ooh, another good song. Those of you that are from my generation or older can probably tell what it is, but it's Africa from Tokyo. It's a 80s jam. I don't know what it is about the corners of my pointer fingers. I can never get the top of them trimmed just right that I don't end up with like a bit that I need to... There we go. All right. This reminds me of Tokyo Lights without the gold and like darker pink glitter. Doesn't it? Like it looks like Tokyo Lights, but just with all one color glitter instead of the multicolored like is in Tokyo. I don't know. It's really pretty though. I'm just stretching it a little bit because like the small thumbs are just a hair too small and the big thumbs are a hair too big. And with my peel off base, I decided I wanted to go with the hair too small versus too big. So, all right. But I like it a lot. It's a good one. I wish it wasn't like a limited set. I would love to see them bring this back and keep it around. I'm gonna go look and see if they're still available on the site, because if they are, I might have to get more. Ugh. Sorry, this thumb is giving me trouble. And I need it closer to me. I think I'm gonna break down and get some readers because I keep having trouble when I'm trying to clean up the edges, being able to really see it unless I get it super close to my face. So I think I might have to give up the fight and buy some readers and admit that I'm that lady, that I need the readers now. I don't want to. I don't want to admit it. I'm not that old. But it is what it is, right? Like I can see it fine. It just seems like for the like fine like cleanup details, I have a hard time seeing it. All right. All right, I'm excited. Let's see how this looks. All right. So now you'll be able to see what I was talking about. Like it's literally like an overlay. It's not even really, and I don't think they labeled it as an overlay, but this is basically an overlay. You can see it's very, very sheer and see-through. So, let's see. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. What do you think? Let's get the... No, don't do that, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not necessary. Once we get them all on, I will pull up the picture on my tablet so we can compare and contrast the difference and see if they look the same or if, you know, at least pretty darn close. And then when I do the editing on this video, once I, like when I do my nail fee part at the end, I will pull up a picture and put them like right side by side for you guys so you can see like how close is it to the to Love Scene. I think it's pretty darn close, but I don't know if it's like, you know, an exact match, but it looks pretty close to me. It's also been a while since I did the mani with it, so I don't 100% remember what it looked like, but I remember being bowled over by how gorgeous it was because, you know, glitter. I like that a lot though. So whether or not it is a like exact match, I don't even care because it's good. It's really good. I like this. I think I got a couple of these, the Road to Recovery sets, because I knew they were kind of a overlay, even though, and I think this would be really good just by itself, even with nothing under it. But you could definitely use it to change up a lot of sets, I think. A little bit on the edge there. It does have a bit larger glitter, so you do have to clip it, especially around the edges, so that you don't rip your strip. If you were using your thumbnail to clean it up, you might rip it. That looks really good. I like that. All right, let's get the thumbs real quick, and then we'll pull up a picture. I gave up on putting things in the trash and just throwing them all over my desk at this point. Yep, and it's about the length of a regular Heather video. We're going to be at about an hour. I try, guys. I do. Although I know some of you do your own nails or work on nail stuff while you're watching me. So I make sure and give you lots of time to do it in. Gosh, that is really pretty. So like, I'll show you with the two together, like the difference in the color. Like, I really still like Social Butterfly, but this I think it's a pretty good dupe for Love Scene. I like it. Okay. Last one. Now I'm wondering if I should do a single heart one overlay on that finger, since the other one got messed up. I got a little wrinkle in this one, I think. Okay. I'm getting excited for the next sub box. Are you guys excited for it? I heard some people already got theirs. I have not gotten mine yet, but I am so excited to see what it is this month. I can't wait. I'm getting very anxious to see it. I've been tracking it to see. It's not close enough for me yet. I want it here now, because I want to see with this theme that they gave us this month, like it's not very obvious, so I'm like not sure what it is that's going to be in there, and I'm excited to have, like, I think a bit more of a surprise, you know what I mean? All right. So there we go. What do you guys think? I think that's a really good color. All right, let's see. Let me pull up the picture that I had found on my tablet, so we can see them next to each other. I'm going to turn this off because it's too loud now, especially right next to the camera. All right, here we go. Love Scene. I mean, it's pretty good. It needs a light pink sparkle in it, though, to make it exactly the same. So here we go. Here's Love Scene, and then there's my nail next to it. So it needs a light pink sparkle in there. That's the thing that's missing, I think, because the base is a pretty good, but like there, I don't know. Can you see that well on there, or is my ring light making it impossible? So you've got kind of like, it has the red sparkle, but it has that lighter pink sparkle over the whole like base of pink. So it's not exact, but it's pretty good. Pretty close, I think. All right. Let's see, where are we at? We're at an hour exactly now. Let's see what we're gonna put on our pointer finger here. Do I want a single heart on the pointer finger is the question now. Or do I want to stick with the full heart strips? I think I'm going to do the single. Let's do the single heart and see how it looks. All right. Oh, it's cute. Because it looks like a doodle, like not a doodle like poop doodle. I know I just said poop. It looks, you know, like someone drew the heart versus like it's printed, you know what I mean? I like that part to it. It looks like hand drawn, you know, like a teenager drawing in their notebook, drawing hearts and googly eyes and stuff because they're in love. It's cute. I like it. Yeah. So hopefully I gave you some inspiration with this one. Maybe I'll try something out for Valentine's out of this. I don't know. I really like this little heart overlay though. It's so cute. So there we go. I'm not gonna have you guys watch me do cleanup on these. We'll just get them down so you can see the full effect, but you'll see better in the nail fees anyways. So there we go. There she is, another one finished. There's our thumbs. I like it. All right, that's it for this one. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.